Good morning, good morning. It is Sunday. It is Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all those fathers out there that are fulfilling that wonderful, nurturing role. Happy summer solstice. It was the longest day of summer. Hey, Deborah, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much. Also, happy new moon solar eclipse that happened this morning at 2:41 a.m. I hope that you have been there. Okay, Deborah and Pamela and Marie. Now, if I missed someone while I was looking at my notes, someone please let me know, because right now I saw Deborah Robbins, Pamela Tice, and Marie Eatman as the first three people to engage. So if there was another person before that, someone please let me know, okay? Because it's hard for me to do both. So I appreciate your help. Thank you so much. Hey, Candy. Thank you for being here. So it's an unbelievable weekend. The power of this weekend is so amazing with so much going on. Yes, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. As you can see, I'm not home. I am visiting with my cousin. We had a celebration of life for her husband yesterday, a very dear man that I loved a lot. And I was always happy to see him, and he always made me feel so loved and welcome. So it was wonderful being here. Hey, Deanna. It was wonderful being here with family and to remember a very wonderful, loving man, father, and being honored actually today on Father's Day. I sent a message to my son as well, being a father, and oh, thank you. Yeah, do you like my peace signs here? I figured it was a good message always. So here we are with the solar eclipse, the solstice, Father's Day, so much going on. We have this wonderful Cancer energy, and this wonderful Cancer energy is about love and home and family, our values, what we see around there, what we love, and who we are. It's our foundation, our ancestors. It's where we come from, what makes us who we are. The whole point is appreciating it all. It's about showing appreciation, thankfulness, gratitude, because that's the most important thing that we can do right now through this time, is being grateful for all that we have. And this powerful Cancer energy is giving us just that, because the whole point is we are whole, we are healthy, we are well, and we are loved. That's the biggest message of all. And with all of this wonderful energy, hey Mary, Debbie, oh, thank you for being here. With all this wonderful energy, we have this opportunity to say thank you, thank you, thank you. So on Saturday, the sun moved into Cancer, creating the summer solstice and the longest day of the year. And the solar eclipse happened this morning at 2:44 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So this is fantastic. I feel that energy. Here I am with family now. This whole energy made this weekend and yesterday, the day of celebrating my cousin's husband, an amazing, loving day. And that's what this is all about. That's what it is all about. So today we're going to honor fathers. And those fathers don't have to be a biological father for a child. It can be those people that are fulfilling that role of a father, because that's a nurturing, loving role as well. And to all those people out there that are fathers, welcome, happy Father's Day, enjoy, and you deserve to be celebrated. We've all had a relationship with a father, in whoever that happens to be. And that's what this reading is about today. Because in examining our relationship with our Father, we get to understand ourselves, Him, and that relationship itself. It is all about creating that sense of family, community, love, and embracing it wholeheartedly. So today, what I'd like to do, because we start out the reading with creating a space that we can receive. So I'd like you to just breathe in slowly, easily, be comfortable and relaxed. And as you're breathing in, and gently releasing. I want you to breathe in the joy of life as it is in this moment. Breathe in the joy of how that feels. Breathe in the thankfulness and gratitude of how that feels. We are here now. We are loved. And we know that we are loved. We can feel that love. Our relationships enhance the love that we have for ourselves. We embrace that love. Breathe that in. Breathe in the thankfulness of that love. We are whole, we are healthy, we are well, and we are loved. Breathe in and release. Thank you. So I'm going to shuffle the cards now. Hey, Ange, I'm so glad you're here. I love this picture behind me. This is in my cousin's kitchen. And I love that it shows, actually you can't totally see it in the way I've got my iPad set up, but it is a couple, it is a heart, and it is the fish, which are about love. And I just think it's a beautiful painting with all these gorgeous colors. So I'm trying not to shake the table too much in my shuffling, so here we go. All right. I'm going to divide the deck, put it back together, and the summary card, for those of you that have done readings with me before, you know that the summary card always comes from the bottom, so I'm putting that off to the side, and that's what we will look at later. So this is an 8-card reading, including the summary card. So I'm going to lay out 7 cards here now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm putting the deck over here, and if I don't feel that the message that I received is clear, and I do this with readings with others when I do readings with them, if there's not a clear message in that position, I will draw another card just to make the message more clear. So right now, number 1, by the way, I do want to remind you that Mercury is retrograde, and it is retrograde in Cancer also until July 12th. So just as a note of that, I do, next Sunday we're going to be doing horoscopes. At some point, there's also the opportunity to check in with me on how Mercury retrograde affects your sun sign. So I was hoping to do that in the reading. It didn't work out time-wise because I'm here in Winter Garden and going to be driving back to Tallahassee as soon as I finish. So that is an opportunity to get that information as well. So all you have to do is get in touch with me and just let me know. I'm still having my relationship, questionable relationship with Facebook. So if you put in my website, theclaritycreator.com, and you get a message back that I don't meet community standards, I would greatly appreciate your moving to the response of saying I do and giving me a positive message. I understand through my virtual assistant that numbers really count. I'm not sure why I now don't meet community standards. I've read them. I don't see any way that I haven't. I've updated my website. I've done everything I possibly can. So if you can respond to them, and I really would appreciate it. The easiest way is to just either message me and type in theclaritycreator.com or just create a post that says theclaritycreator.com, and that's when you'll get a response that you can't post. And all you have to do is go to the response to Facebook and let them know. So yes, absolutely. Yes, Marie, it's only 3 weeks, 3 times a year. So yes, that's a good thing. Absolutely. But it still allows us to fall back and regroup. I'm not sure, I'm not sure why, Marie, either, but it's the way of the world, I guess. So I'm seeing it all clear, and I'm seeing everything happen perfectly, whether it be, because I'm thinking what I'm intending is that it will be when Venus goes direct on June 25th. And of course, Mercury is now retrograde. That's going direct July 12th. So within this retrograde period, I'm supposed to be doing whatever is possible, or just making that intention, because that was one of my intentions also for this new moon solar eclipse, because that was really important for me to be able to know that I could still communicate and still use my website. So that's really important to me. So the cards are out, and here we have the first position is, what is my relationship with my father? And here we have the Ace of Wands. Now the aces are always about inspiration, new beginnings, seeing everything in a different light, creating something new. But you have to start with the thought and the intention. The beautiful part, there's my cousin's phone, who now she's going to come get it. She's running across the living room. So this is the Ace of Wands. And Wands is the fire sign. It's one of her sons, because it's Father's Day. This is the fire sign. This is also your passion and your power within your spirit, how you feel about this. So your relationship with your father is always new and changing, just like you are growing and changing. It doesn't have to be a static relationship. We don't have to be stuck in the past of how things were. We can create something new, and we always have that opportunity every day. Now, if your father has passed, like mine has, he passed away and transitioned in 1982, I had the opportunity, even spirit to spirit, to make peace, create new intentions, see our relationship differently, honor what we had, whatever that happens to be. That does not prohibit you from looking at the relationship differently and starting it anew. So please keep that in mind. If your father is still in physical form, you have that opportunity every moment to embrace that and create it and make it better. So just know that that's there for you to work with, and that's a wonderful thing. Hey, Kat, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much. Lori, thank you for being here. Second card, what is the greatest gift my father has given me? I love this card. This is one of my favorite cards. And this is the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is about embracing life like a child, embracing it fully, enjoying every moment, and with guidance. This usually means spirit is always watching you. That's what this symbolizes. But in this case, because it's Father's Day, know that your father's love has always been a guidance for you, has always been there with embracing life and knowing what's happening, and letting you be you, letting you be a child, letting you honor who that is and what that is. Yes, it is a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing to know that you can do that and be honored as a child and still be a child, but also be that adult. If you are an adult and your father's an adult and here you are, grown up, but there's still that child in you that can embrace those moments and know that it is wonderful. It is loving. Third card, what is the great challenge my father has given me? Well, just like with any relationship, it can be a bit chaotic or controversial, and especially think about as you're growing up. There's always those abrasive challenges as you're trying to test your limits, and your parents, and especially your dad, may have been creating limits that you didn't agree with. So there were those challenges growing up as you are now reaching out to do what is important for you to do, and to reach out and know that all is well, because it is all well. No matter what those challenges may be, it is amazing that it can be all well. It is loving and wonderful. That's the outcome. It's not the conflict. It's the outcome of what comes from that and how wonderful it is. The fourth card is, how am I similar to my father? Well, this is an interesting card because this is a major arcana card, and it's the Hermit. So how am I similar to my father? How am I similar to my father? That means that is being the light. oh, this really feels strong, that in the, we lead by example, and your father figure or your father was the light that helped guide you to grow and be who you are. And you get to do that now. You get to be just that person that can continue that. And that is such a loving, heartfelt thing, that you can continue that. It doesn't matter the gender. You are following that guidance that your father gave you, and how beautiful that is. You can be the light as well. Feel that. Feel that being the light. Feel that wonderful feeling of what that is. It is so beautiful. Feel that. Breathe that in. Many of us have had conflicts with our dads, and we can be the light to maybe make a change if we feel that that's the most important thing that we want to do. Or we can be the light and follow that example. It is really, truly beautiful. I love it. The fifth card, how am I unlike my father? Now this is an interesting one. I want you to pay attention to this, because I want you to feel it in terms of how it is for you in your own personal life. This is called the Six of Pentacles, and Pentacles is about resources, and it really refers to money most of the time. So the Six of Pentacles shows sharing among the generations, sharing among family members. All of this is an amazing feeling. Now, the question is, how am I unlike my father? Did your father not share, but you know how to do that? Did your father share and you are not doing that, whether it's resources or feelings or whatever? This is the question I'm putting out to you for you to examine yourself and how that works. How does it feel to you? Because this is about sharing resources. Do you feel that your father lived in lack and didn't want to share, but you were the opposite? However that happens to be, you have to feel this. You have to feel this in terms of that, because it's not necessarily money. The sense of lack can be applied to caring, love, values, attention, whatever that happens to be. It's that grounding that would make you feel whole and well, that would make you feel accepted and loved. Those are some of those resources. When it's Pentacles, it's not just about money. So I would like you to examine that for yourself, because maybe this is a time for saying, it's time to let that go. I don't want to live in that energy anymore. So I'm passing that on to you to think about that and how that reflects for you in your relationship with your dad. So the sixth card is, how do I define myself in comparison to him? And here we have another major arcana card, and I love this card. Love this card, because this is the Empress. And the Empress, notice the heart. Notice how it is about love. Notice the colors, the vibrant colors of the heart leading colors. The heart leading colors. Thank you, Marie, for sharing. I think that's a beautiful place to, and we honor that. And the fact that you have shared allows other people to go deep and think about that too. Thank you, Marie. I really appreciate that. So how do I define myself in comparison to him? This is about, I define myself as heartfelt, as being fully embraced in who I am, knowing that I can give and share love without any question. I don't have to worry about it coming back to me, because I know it will. I know that I have the full love of all that's around me, including Source. And it means leading with your heart. So how do I define myself in comparison to him? I am a loving, giving, whole person. Now, does that mean that he wasn't? No, of course not. This comparison can go either way. What this says is, this is who you are. That you are that person that leads with your heart, that loves and embraces others. And we're in that energy right now. We're in that Cancer energy of family and home and love. So it's perfect. It's a perfect card. And this may be the card that may define this whole reading. because I like to pick out one card that can do that. So I really love this. Now, how can I best honor our relationship? I like this card as well. This is the Three of Pentacles. How can I best honor it? The feeling that I'm getting from this one is that I can honor it by letting him know how many things I appreciate. Recently, I came across an opportunity with someone else that they needed to release themselves from a relationship. And my suggestion to them was, do not tell this person all the terrible things that they are, that you want to release yourself. Make a list of appreciating all that you learned from the relationship, and now it's time for you to leave it. That puts you in a higher energy and embraces that. That's what I'm saying about this. Whether your father is here or not, it is about, what do I appreciate? What did I learn from them? What are the things and the values that I received? What value did I receive from that relationship? My own personal experience with my own dad was difficult. But what I learned was to be a stronger, more independent woman. He did not value the presence of women, nor the position that they would hold. He looked down on them. My mother accepted that. I do not. And what it taught me was to be more stronger, to be more strong, independent, and carry on in life. But do I regret the relationship? No. I'm grateful for what I have learned. And that's what this is about. What have you learned from this relationship? What does it bring to you that has made you the person that you are today? Be thankful for those lessons. Be thankful for what you learned during that time. Now, the summary card is an interesting one, and I really, really like this card. And this is the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is about firm foundation. It's about that you see the Four of Wands being the four corners of a home. So within this place, the home of you, celebrate today. Appreciate today. Be thankful for all those things that came into your life that you have learned through this. Celebrate it. Don't regret it. Don't feel bad about it. Celebrate it. Celebrate it all. It is an amazing, wonderful time. You are who you are today because of all the experiences. So enjoy them, enjoy them, enjoy them. Thank you so much. Now, I would still say that the summary of this whole reading would still be who you are. And this card just still stands out for me as being the summary, as being the Empress. This is the one that really matters. You matter because you have that heartfelt love that makes you who you are today. And that applies also to the June special, which is the Connect with Joy. The Connect with Joy is not just about connecting to the joy within you and finding how to give and receive it even more generously than you do now. It's also that joy between you and another person. And it can be a spouse, it can be a family member, it can be a business partner, it can be a prospective business partner, it can be coworkers, it can be all those people that you engage with that you want to make that relationship better. And attack Bryce this June. So I posted a link for that as well in the comments. So thank you so much. So now I didn't see any corrections, so please let me know if I wrote this down correctly and saw it well, and that was that Deborah Robbins, Pamela Tice, and Marie Eatman were the first three to engage on the page. So I know, Ruth, you're on, so if that's not correct, if you could review that for me to make sure. So I'm going to now shuffle these cards because we are going to move on. By the way, this is Father's Day, but the most important thing is to honor who you are in a nurturing relationship, because that nurturing relationship also applies to yourself. You do that for yourself, to be be the person that you are today. And please make sure that you honor that. It is truly, truly an important thing. And here we go. Okay, divided the cards. All right, Deborah, you are first. So here we go. All right, Deborah. Oh, I love this because we had a chat just before I left to come down here, Deborah. I think it was on Friday. So this is the Princess of Wands. So this is, the princess is not the queen yet. So she's kind of planting the seeds of where to go. You now have the seeds of that inspiration of your new thing that was planted, that was, okay, thank you. Thank you, Ruth. What I'll do is a card for both Candy and Marie. Okay, thank you. So here we are with the Princess of Wands. The Princess of Wands means you have planted the seeds for this inspiration, this passion that you have for what you're doing. And your new product and blend that you have created, you are so passionate about and so amazingly in love with, because you have found that it really not only, that it works. It's not just something that feels good to have, it actually works for you and you want to be able to share it with others. This card is perfect for that. This shows how you were on that journey of creating it and moving forward and getting that all done. It is fantastic. I love this, Deborah. This is perfect for you. Okay. Pamela. Oh, Pamela, look. This was, I said, the summary card for today, and now you just got this, Pamela. Now, everybody that's on, please remember that these cards apply to everybody. There's always a message for everybody in these. So this is really good. So this is the Empress. Pamela, no. Now, I want you to really feel this card because you know what this card means. I want you to really feel that the love that you share is really, really important. More love that you have for yourself means more love that you have to share with others, and that's what she's about. This is what she's totally about. Now, this isn't just for Pamela. Again, this is for everybody, but Pamela is the one that got on here as the second person that I was able to see that also allows all of us to feel this. Now, Pamela, the synchronicity is amazing because it was the card that was in this reading that was, how do I define myself, I believe, in comparison to him. So this is wonderful because we're focusing on the love today. And I really, really think that's so terrific. I love it. So thank you, Pamela, for being here to allow this card to be shown again because it's definitely for you. But it's also the message for everyone today. That's fantastic. Okay, Marie and then Candy. Because it was close. Let me shuffle a little bit. Okay, Marie. Okay, interesting card. So you're going to have to answer this, Marie. This is the Two of Swords, which means at a crossroads. You have a decision to make. You have two options. You know what they are, whatever they may be, but you know what they are. So you have another decision to make on what direction you want to go in. Swords is about our thoughts. So it may be something concrete, or it may be something that's happening in your mind that you know you have to release and let go. It may be thoughts that you're having that you don't want to hold on to any longer, that you're in a place now where you're saying, I do not want to be thinking that anymore. It's not part of who I am. It's not part of that, so I need to let it go. That could very well be what this is about. Whatever it is, you are at a crossroads right now to make that decision, and that's super important. That is super important. Okay, and Candy? Get this for you. Oh, I love this, Candy. This is perfect. This is the sun. This says for sure that you are an inspiration for everyone and for others around you. You are the light. You shine. You are the enlightened soul that is around you. So this says that you need to know that. so that you can be there to do an even greater way. And I don't know what that means. That's what I'm hearing. This means that this is even more for you to share. There's something else that makes your light even greater than it was before to continue doing this, to make it shine, to make it be out there, to make it be greater. Because you do have that. You really, really do. But now you have to get it out there and shine it even brighter. It can't be covered up anymore. I don't know exactly what that means, but that's what I'm hearing and that's what I'm getting from this. Because I love that this is the child and this is the white horse. And of course I know how much you love horses as well and animals. But this is about looking at it from a different perspective, from just a simple childlike perspective that people can understand, to get it out there to brighten the world even more, because you are the light. That's all this says, is that you are the light. And as Ruth says, that's the truth. So that's it. That's really it. Wow. So I want to thank you for today. It's really been interesting. I know that you got to hear a lot going on in the background. My cousin was on the phone with one of her sons. So I appreciate your patience in doing this. I appreciate your being here. You know how much I love it so very much. Please take advantage of the Connect with Joy reading. It really will be an amazing opportunity for insight for you. The cards do something amazing. Oh, you are so welcome, Deborah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Marie, as I said, I'm not sure what that meant, but I want you to think about it. And if you do have an answer and you want to reach out to me, you know how to reach me. So please do, because I'd love to hear it, especially if there's more clarity involved. Okay? Thank you for being here. It is a fantastic family weekend filled with love, filled with embracing all that we have. All that comes to us. It's just fills your heart when you think about it and just sit there and be thankful for it all. It is wonderful. It is absolutely wonderful. Thank you for today. And next Sunday will be horoscopes for July. So I'm looking forward to that, and it will be fantastic. And for those of you that get my newsletter and the notice about Facebook, you've been seeing that I will be a participant in Burning Woman, and it will be a Zoom connection, of course, because I'm working with Olivia Beardsmore in the UK. And I met her actually through a coach that both she and I had several years ago, and she's an amazing woman, and I love her dearly, and she's really doing great work with this. So I'd love for you to join us. And the link was in the newsletter, and it will be, I'm not sure if it's going to be on my website or not. I'm going to have to make sure that happens. It's actually July 4th. The 4th of July and the 5th of July is when this is happening in the UK. And I'm on the 4th of July at 12:30 to 1:30, I believe. So I'm going to be talking about creating your future and how we do that in different tools that we can use for that. So thank you so much. I really appreciate all of you. I love doing this. I love being here. Thank you, Ruth, for backing me up with what I needed to know and always being there. I appreciate you too. I love you all. And remember, joy has your name on it. Have a wonderful Sunday. Bye now.